One day Thomas was at the junction when Gordon puffed in with some trucks. "Poof!" remarked Thomas. "What a funny smell!"
I can't smell a smell. I can't smell a smell,
said Annie and Clarabel. "It's a funny, musty sort of smell." "No one noticed it until you did," grunted Gordon. "It must be yours." "Annie, Clarabel, do you know what I think it smells like?" "Ditch water," whispered Thomas. Gordon snorted, but before he could answer, Thomas puffed away quickly. Annie and Clarabel could hardly believe their ears.
It's dreadfully rude. I feel quite ashamed. It's dreadfully rude,
they tweeted to each other.
You mustn't be rude. You make us ashamed,
they kept telling Thomas. But Thomas didn't care a bit. That was funny, he chuckled. He felt very pleased with himself. Annie and Clarabel were deeply shocked. They had great respect for Gordon the Big Engine. Thomas left the coaches at the station and went to the mine for some trucks. Long ago, miners digging for lead had made tunnels under the ground. Though they were strong enough to hold up trucks, the roof couldn't bear the weight of engines. A large notice said, "Danger! Engines must not pass this board." Thomas had often been warned, but he didn't care. Silly old boy, he thought. He had often tried to pass it, but he had never succeeded. This morning he laughed as he puffed along. He had made up a plan. He had pushed the empty trucks into one siding and pulled full ones from another. His driver stopped him, and the fireman went to turn the points. "Come on," waved the fireman, and they started. The driver leaned out of the cab to see where they were going. "Now," Thomas said to himself. Bumping the trucks fiercely, he jerked the driver off his footplate. "Hurrah!" laughed Thomas. And he followed the trucks into the siding. "Stupid old board," said Thomas as he passed it. There's no danger. His driver, unhurt, jumped up. "Look out!" he shouted. The fireman clambered into the cab. Thomas squeezed crossly as his brakes were applied. "It's quite safe," he hissed. "Come back!" yelled the driver. But before they could move, there was a rumbling and the rail started to quiver. The fireman jumped clear. As he did, so did the ballast slip away, and the rail sagged and broke. fire and smoke, said Thomas. I'm stuck. And he was. Thomas could see out of the hole, but he couldn't move. Oh dear, he said. I am a silly engine. And a quite naughty one too, said a voice behind him. I saw you. Please get me out. I won't be naughty again. I'm not so sure, replied a fat controller. We can't lift you out with a crane. The ground is not firm enough. Let me see. I wonder if Gordon could pull you out. Yes, sir, said Thomas nervously. He didn't want to meet Gordon just yet. Down a mine, is he? Ho, 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 laughed Gordon. What a joke, he said, puffing to the rescue. Boop, boop, little Thomas, he whistled. We'll have you out in a couple of puffs. Strong cables were fastened between the two engines. Boop, boop, boop. Are you ready? Are you ready? Heave, called the fat controller. They didn't pull Thomas out in 2 puffs. Gordon was panting hard and nearly turning purple before he had dragged Thomas out of the hole, and safety passed the board. I'm sorry I was shaky, said Thomas. That's all right. You made me laugh. Like that, I'm in disgrace. Gordon went on. I feel very low. I'm in disgrace too, said Thomas. Why, so we are, Thomas. We're both in disgrace. Shall we form an alliance? What is that? An alliance. United we stand, together we fall, said Gordon grandly. You help me and I'll help you. How about that? Right you are, said Thomas. Good, that shall. And buffer to buffer, the allies puffed home.